obviously we spent a lot of time talking about Liverpool. I do also want to touch on what's going on this weekend because Matisse and Robbie, obviously it's Arsenal versus Chelsea at the Bridge after both teams had, well, you can't really describe anything else other than stunning results on the weekend. 3-0 against Barcelona, where Chelsea had the ball 6 times. They had the ball in the net 6 times. Arsenal obviously beating Bayern Munich, coming back after, obviously they scored, bit wobbly, but then second half, nailed it, comments, all of that. But there's a clip today from the show, obviously that you were on the weekend round.
Kicked off, mate. Kicked off big time.
We got a little clip here between Robbie and Matisse.
Know what my prediction is, Robbie? I spoke to you before this.
So he's gonna.
Of course, we're gonna beat you, bro.
Right,
I'm backing my team to beat you, bro. We're here to save the world, bro. We're here to save the world. Sanchez on.
We haven't lost at Stamford Bridge for a long time, and we're better than Barcelona, right? So don't get carried away. You are better than Tottenham, right? But you're not better than Bayern.
Well, you know.
I don't think you're better than Bayern.
Are you gonna win?
Right?
Are you gonna win this game?
I think we can. Yeah. I think we've got a great record at Stamford Bridge.
Okay.
Right. I think we're playing really, really well at the moment. I think Arsenal have got answers to many different issues.
You see, I think Robbie's not backing Arsenal enough here. He's like, I think we can win. I think we can win. I think Matisse is right. I think not necessarily saying Matisse is right in the confidence he has that Chelsea are going to beat Arsenal, but I do think there's a certain level of, I think Robbie needs, in that clip, maybe he did others, but I've not seen the rest of it.
Oh, mate, that was the start of it. You should have seen the end of that clip. It was almost, resorted to fisticuffs at one stage. I had to, but
I mean, we walked out after the shoot. I don't know if you'll see it in behind the scenes, but some of the debates happened on the stairs.
Yeah, on the stairs.
Esteval better than Saka.
Robbie said this.
Eze versus Palmer.
Robbie said this with chest as well. He goes, Eze's better than Palmer. And then Lee Judges said, no, he's not. Don't be silly. Even Lee Judges said that. And then someone else said, Max Dowman's got more natural ability than Saka.
I'm gonna have to. With the Palmer
He's been
one.
waiting for that.
I've been waiting to do that for like 40 minutes. I love this new little thing. But no, Palmer is clear of Eze.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yes.
I think even you would agree with that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Palmer, I feel like Palmer
so there's Robbie Lyle for you when the cameras go off. Just in case you wondered.
But because I do want to also bring up what I don't know if you've seen what Kimmich said yesterday after the Arsenal game. So for those of you who might have missed it, obviously there's been, because the debate with the game yesterday was, is it the two best teams in world football at the moment going head to head? Because Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich's incredible attack versus
there was no
Arsenal's.
goal music from them yesterday.
No
yabba dabba
goal
doos.
music was there. It was like unstoppable force versus immovable object, defense attack, all of that. So after the game, basically Kimmich was asked, what was the tougher game? Are Arsenal the best team you faced? And he went, I think PSG was the toughest game, especially the way they play football. Arsenal is completely different. They rely on set pieces. They love to play the long balls. They love to fight for the second balls. It was a completely different game. Against PSG, it was more of a football game. Today, it was not so much about football. It was about game management. It was more about the duels. Arsenal did really well tonight. Their win was deserved, but we have to learn from this game. I think he's just being salty.
Yeah, I mean, the minute
there is a lot of truth in it.
Yeah, but I mean, the minute I saw it, I thought, let me look into the stats. And I mean, Bayern attempted more long balls than Arsenal, and their only goal came from a long ball, and we scored from one set piece and then 2 very nice goals.
But do they do that in the Bundesliga?
I mean, Kimmich was just quarterback hitting it to Elise and Gnabry all game. That's all they were doing.
But also, like, if they don't play like that in the Bundesliga and it is more tiki-taka, if you want to call it that, then maybe they're kind of trying to play you. You have to adapt in every game, so maybe they're just trying to play you at your own game.
I think the English game has become so much more physical, and you're seeing it when we're playing teams in Europe. Like, you're watching Arsenal wipe the floor with Atletico, you're beating Real Madrid, Chelsea beating Barcelona. Like, I think
last season we swept up against both Sociedad and
the Prem's evolved to be so physical and reliant on duels and running and sort of winning the ball back quickly that other leagues haven't quite evolved into that yet. So when they do come up against English teams, they've never seen it before.
I've been shocked at
even Atletico.
The level of Spanish teams against English teams in last year. I remember 6-7 years ago, every time we got drawn against a Spanish team, 7 or 8 years ago, just drawn against a Spanish team, I was like, well, it's done. Like, no matter who we play, it's a Spanish team. We'll draw against Sevilla again.
There was a record for you, wasn't it? It was like your last 8 Champions League exits, or like European exits.
Yeah, had all been Spanish teams.
It was like Villarreal.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then now,
Sevilla.
We wiped the floor with Spanish teams after finishing 15th. You're wiping the floor with Atletico Madrid. You're beating Real Madrid despite and Atletico. So yeah, like despite the up and down form, Chelsea made Barcelona look a bit like a pub team. Yamal, I have not seen a man more silent in a game. Cucurella was spotless pretty much in that match. Esteval was ripping them up left, right and centre. I think I cannot agree with Kimmich, and also I think Matisse might be doing it for the content, but I think he should be a little more worried than he currently is. I don't know how you see the game, Alex, but
I mean, it's going to be I hope it's some spectacle. I hope it isn't a boring 1-1. I mean, I almost at this stage don't have a dog in the fight, so I just want to see a good old-fashioned scrap. It doesn't even have to be fair. It can be dirty. There can be red cards. There can be cheating. I don't care. I just want to see a bit of drama, because the way these two were going on in between me, but might I add, this morning or this afternoon, I mean, I understand Matisse's viewpoint of, I'm backing my team to come and beat you. Why believe if you can't believe you're going to win? Yes, we will beat you 2-1. That's what he said. And Robbie's like, oh, okay, well, I think we'll win. And then he's almost like questioning why Matisse has this belief that he can beat the mighty Arsenal. And it's like, well, why wouldn't I have believed that? So I think, Chelsea have just beaten Barcelona. Arsenal have beaten Bayern Munich. Brilliant. But Arsenal, I think, should edge it. But that midfield battle for me, Zubimendi up against Caicedo, Enzo up against Rice, that's going to be some duel. And if Chelsea win, by the way, the amount of smoke and chest and whatnot that was coming from these two, if Chelsea beat Arsenal, Robbie's got some serious explaining to do.
For the this plot and the storyline, I do kind of want Chelsea.
A little bit. I'll be honest.
I have zero stake in this game.
I hate Chelsea, but I'd love them to win this one.
We're currently 10th in the league, right? But we're also 3 points off 4th, which just shows how mad the league is. But the way that, what was it? Monday night, Laurie was on here, and we had FJ on the other side, and Laurie was giving it,
two rational fellas.
Yeah, yep. Of course. The two. It was actually a hilarious conversation. But Laurie was going. I basically went. I was like, we need to talk about this title race. And Laurie goes, "What title race?"
I saw that.
There isn't one. And I was like,
he's gone. He's gone early.
That was me last year.
He's gone very early.
That was me this time last year, wasn't it? Well, maybe not. Actually,
it was November, wasn't it?
I said December 1st we'll win the league. But he's gone. He has gone early.
He's gone early.
He's gone well early.
Very early.
Because I then posed the points to him. I was like,
if you win the league, they remember that and they go, you were the first one. All the Liverpool creators, when we won the league, said, yeah, to be fair, you were the first one to say it. And I was like, I know, and we did. Yeah. So hold that.
I do think, it's one of those things where I hope Chelsea win because it becomes 3 points, but I also can't see it. So I am Chelsea, yes, you were fantastic against Barcelona, but Barcelona I see kind of as a bit of a better version of Spurs in the way
Chelsea haven't beaten us in a long time as well.
2018 was the last time Chelsea. They are. That's how
nice.
Hansi Flick plays.
It's a funny shot. That
last time Chelsea beat us, Lukaku scored on his return, so that would have been what 2021.
I saw it in the comments.
Bodied up Pablo Mari.
Yeah,
where he ragged him around like a dog.
That's when we were bottom of the league after 3 games. Yeah. We lost 5-0 away at City. We lost to Brentford on the opening day, and we lost to Chelsea at home. Yeah, Pablo Mari got ragdolled by Lukaku, and then Reece James scored as well. That was rough. And then since then
3-0, yeah.
2-0. And then since then we've just won and drawn.
That was when I remember sitting here with Robbie when that happened, and he said Lukaku was a bargain at 100 mil, and he's going to be the record. Yeah. He was going to.
And he did an interview a week later about how he loves Inter Milan so much, and it just kind of went downhill from there. But that was the last time they beat us.
Is he injured at the minute?
Lukaku.
Yeah,
that's why Højlund's up top for Napoli.
Yeah.
Højlund missed a pen on Tuesday.